From Harvard University, please welcome tonight's champion skaters. The 1996 U.S. Junior Olympic champion, Ann Patrice McDonough. 1992 Olympic silver medalist, Elena Bechke and Denise Petrov. U.S. international team member, Caryn Kwan. Two-time Olympic gold medalist, Ludmila and Oleg Protopopov. U.S. bronze medalist, Dan Hollander. U.S. dance bronze medalist, Yves Shalom and Matthew Gates. Former world bronze medalist, Kadavy. The current U.S. pair silver medalists, Kyoko Ina and Jason Dungeon. Three-time Canadian champion, Josie Chouinard. World silver medalist, Ilia Kulik. And here's your host this evening, the 1992 Olympic silver medalist, Paul Wylie. Funding for an evening of championship skating is provided by
State Farm Insurance. Keeping our promise of protection to generation after generation. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
By the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. And the annual financial support from viewers like you.
Throughout our history, we have brought you skaters from all over the world, Olympic champions and bright-eyed hopefuls. This year is no exception. I can think of no better way to begin tonight than with an exciting new talent. She's only 11 years old and she's already mastered the triple Lutz. Please welcome Ann Patrice McDonough, the 1996 Junior Olympic champion. Olympic silver medalists in 1992, their show-stopping moves and innovative lifts have made them favorites around the world. Their dream is to win the World Professional Championship. Elena Bechki and Denis Petrov. Our next skater has made the U.S. international team. Please welcome Caryn Kwan. Figure skaters are called to be many things. We're called to be athletes and artists, and in our next performer's case, entertainers. He is the current bronze medalist in the United States Nationals. Here to entertain you is Dan Hollander. Oh, Dan, you missed a spot, like right over here.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wylie. I'll take care of it right away.
All right, okay. How about an encore?
What do you got in mind?
Well, how about instead of that bucket, you jump over people? The backflip?
Are these people going to be insured?
Yeah.
All right, well, people, come on out. Let's see what we got.
Dan Hollander. Dan Hollander, all the best.
Actually, you should be wishing them all the best. For me,
Okay.
I'll be okay.
You guys, you'll be okay, I promise. A combination of grace and sophistication have made this ice dancing couple a quick success. They were recently bronze medalists at the U.S. Nationals. Please welcome Yves Shalom and Matthew Gates. Yves Shalom and Matthew Gates. She is balletic and powerful, both delicate and dynamic. She's the 1988 Olympian and former world bronze medalist, Caryn Kadavy.
There were nights when the wind was so cold that my body froze in bed if I just listened to it right outside the window. There were days when the sun was so cruel that all the tears turned to dust, and I just knew my eyes were drying up forever. Finished crying in the instant that you left, and I can't remember where or when or how, and I banished every memory you and I had ever made. Touch you like this, and if you kiss me like that, it was so long ago. It's all coming back to me. If you touch me like this, and if I kiss you like that, it was gone with the wind, but it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back, it's all coming back to me now. There were moments of gold and there were flashes of light. There were things we'd never do again, but then they'd always seem right. There were nights of endless pleasure. It was more than all your see you like that, we see just what we want to see, all coming back to me. And if we
Caryn Kadavy. This legendary husband and wife team are considered to be the originators of modern artistic pair skating. 4-time world champions and Olympic champions in 1964 and 1968. We are so thrilled that they are back for their 8th appearance. Please welcome Ludmila and Oleg Protopopov. Two-time Olympic champions Ludmila and Oleg Protopopov. The impressive throws, twists, and side-by-side jumps that our next pair team perform have thrust them into the world spotlight. They are 3-time United States silver medalists and world team members Kyoko Ina and Jason Dungeon. Kyoko Ina and Jason Dungeon. She is known for her grace and beauty on the ice. She's a 3-time Canadian champion and a 2-time Olympian. She is Canadian professional champion from Quebec, Josée Chouinard. Josée Chouinard. This kind of talent just doesn't come along very often. He combines artistic and technical difficulty with seamlessness and effortlessness. At 17, he is the world silver medalist and the 1995 European champion, Ilia Kulik. Technique, artistry, together in his meteoric rise, we've caught him, Ilia Kulik. And now, I believe we're going to see an encore, which is Tchaikovsky's Romeo and Juliet, Ilia Kulik. Ilia Kulik. And now we have the special treat of seeing again Elena Bechky and Denis Petrov.
son I might have known. If God had granted me a son, the summers die one by one. How soon they fly on, and I am old and will be bring him peace, bring him joy. He is young, he is only a boy. You can take, neon lights are bright on Broadway, on Broadway. You say there's always magic in the air on Broadway. But when you're walking down the street and you ain't had enough to eat, the glitter runs right off and you're nowhere.
Until it's shining like a dime. Be my baby, grease the car and powder my face at the same time. Get all dressed up, go out and swing till 4 a.m. and then lay down at 5, jump up at 6 and start all over again. 'Cause I am a woman and I'm a strong woman.
Some cats know, you can tell by the touching. They don't come on huffing and puffing and grabbing and clutching. Some cats know how to take it nice and slow. But if a cat don't know, a cat don't know.
my door. Walk through party in the county jail. Prison bells and they began to wail. Family jumping and the drum began to swing. Should have heard us knocked out, jailbird sing, let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block dance to the jailhouse rock. Spider Murphy plays tenor saxophone. Alita Joe's blowing on the side trombone. The drummer boy from Illinois cracked the band. The whole rhythm section was a purple gang. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block dance to the jailhouse rock. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block dance to the jailhouse rock. Dance to the jailhouse rock. I mean dance to the jailhouse rock. And we were dancing to the jailhouse rock.
Funding for an evening of championship skating is provided by
State Farm Insurance. Keeping our promise of protection to generation after generation. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and the annual financial support from viewers like you.